what makes TB Europe Coalition unique, I think, is the strong leadership we have seen. First by Patrick, then he passed it on to Fanny Voitswinkler, and then Julia. So 3 succession of people who have really driven this initiative, and really to go from strength to strength, and seeing the secretariat, which used to be just 1 or 2 people in Brussels or in London, now being like 6 persons in the Ukraine, and really driving a program and getting things done on the ground, but also regionally, is incredibly admirable that has succeeded. So, and it was almost like a estafette from one organization to the next, who saw the value of what TB Europe Coalition could do and took ownership of it. And it happened pretty organically. So I think what is really good is you see an institutionally strong organization. You see a chain of persons who have really driven it, and a strong commitment of partners. We are now building on the expertise in Eastern Europe to make a change in the Western European region. And so that thing about TB problem being at our doorstep to the West, but also the EU has to have a role in addressing cross-border health challenges, and how we are mutually connected really is a clear reality today.
I think one of the greatest achievements is that we were struggling in the beginning to make it a real European region coalition, meaning it was very Western European, and we struggled to get Eastern European colleagues involved. And I see this has totally changed now, and I'm really very happy for that. So because that's where the main burden of the disease is in the European region. So it's good that we are focusing on that. And I'm very proud of the work that TB Europe Coalition is doing these days.
We're very proud that a 10-year effort ended up in having an organization that stands now by itself, that is funded, and that doesn't need, the volunteer energy of different organizations. So we feel that the mandate has been definitely fulfilled. Now there's much more to be done to end TB in our region, and I think it's in very good hands.
So now we're reviewing our strategy again, but bearing in mind that we were an organization that started with Western advocates concerned essentially with the European Union, and we have become an organization mainly run by Ukrainians from the Secretariat and concerned with activities in Eastern Europe and Central Asia. So I think it may be, as we talk about our strategy, we may try to rebalance that again and say, wait a minute, we shouldn't be forgetting Western Europe, but remembering that Western Europe has a much lower level of tuberculosis, but not a nil level of tuberculosis. There are issues about TB services in the West. But we also need to be building and finding ways to continue and grow the work that we are doing within ICA, and supporting and working with our many partners in ICA. So I'm optimistic that TB Europe Coalition will continue to exist and will continue to build itself as an effective piece of infrastructure that other regions will be jealous of. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment, that we do a good job for providing and ensuring more action by civil society in TB care across our region.